Great, we're almost there. Work will begin soon.
Well, not just yet. We've still got to finalise the financing. But it's true that we've made fast progress since the start of this joint venture.
A renewable energy specialist joining forces with a construction materials expert to build a new generation of wind turbines seemed simple enough. Luckily, we had the advice of our corporate and investment bank. It means we've started with really solid foundations.
For sure. But it wasn't the obvious course of action.
As part of its strategic advisory business, the CIB advised its client, which had strong expertise in renewable energy and a limited borrowing capacity, to join forces with another company, complementary in both areas. Rather than a simple partnership, the bank recommended the creation of a common subsidiary, a joint venture. With a clear vision of the responsibilities and benefits for both parties, it made working together easier, more sustainable and more transparent.
The bank agrees to lend you a considerable portion of your capital needs. For the rest, we'll look for investors who are seeking investment in the sector.
But will we have to sign a contract with each investor? That could take ages.
No, we'll issue only one contract, a bond, on the capital markets. It will have unique characteristics, a rate, a maturity date, just like a traditional loan. Various investors can then lend you capital by simply buying this bond.
But how do we calculate the bond's rate? What interest will we have to pay on the loans?
Financing is the corporate and investment bank's second core business. It can, of course, lend capital directly, but also organises indirect financing by providing its client with access to capital markets where funding is available through institutional investors. In the present case, institutional investors will be able to take part in the financing by buying a bond initially issued by the bank on behalf of its client, the issuer. The bank will advise its client, the issuer, on the bond's rate based on a number of parameters: the financial solidity of the issuer, current market interest rates, the appeal for investors, etc.
There's just one thing we need to clear up.
What's that?
You'll need a lot of raw materials, like steel, for example, to build your wind turbines. As you know, the price of steel changes all the time. It's very volatile.
Yes, I know. The contracts signed with the steel supplier stipulate that prices may vary. It's a big risk. So what can we do about it?
We have hedging solutions which can allow us to fix the price of steel today that you'll pay on delivery, even if this delivery is in a few years' time.
That's exactly what we need. It's a bit like fixed exchange rates, right?
Exactly. It's the third group of services that the bank offers its clients, whether they're large companies or financial institutions, helping them with their financial risk management. Price variations of raw materials, foreign currency exchange rates, interest rates, and many other parameters. This business is key in helping issuers protect themselves against market uncertainties. Without this, such a project would never get off the ground.
To sum up then, this project has three major components.
A strong potential for success thanks to a solid business model, notably with the joint forces of our two companies.
An ethical approach to environmental and social issues, since it involves the production of clean electricity.
And a very interesting yield risk profile, thanks to the attractive interest rates and hedging of risk management.
Okay, for the purchase of 300 Energica bonds at primary issuance, it's noted. Payment and delivery will be made on the day the bonds are issued.
The fourth, but not least service consists in offering investment solutions to actors on the financial markets, notably by acting as intermediary between the needs of issuers and investors. But who are these investors? Insurance companies, pension funds, asset or portfolio managers. They have considerable capital to invest with precise yield risk targets. The bank's role is to help them make the right choices and to build appropriate investment strategies with them. Here the bank has invited the investors whose needs suit the characteristics of our issuer's bond. They've given the thumbs up. Solid proof that this new generation of wind turbines and our clients have a very bright future.